Hello everyone, we're going to be going through pages 42 through 54 in the Adempiere cookbook, part 1, chapter 2. So we're going to be creating a new table in the Adempiere ERP system. So first we're going to start off in our database, which we are using Postgres SQL. So we go in, we're going to create a new schema, which is linked to Adempiere. So we're going to create a new table in that. And we're going to call that table minutes of meeting. So we're copying this code here, which can be found on page 44 of the Adempiere cookbook, which we will link to on the bottom of this video. So you can copy that over. This is the SQL code that can be transferred over. Minutes of meeting. So essentially, once we have this code in there, it'll create the table in the database, which we can then link it to the Adempiere. So we're going to hit run, create this table. Okay, so now we're going to check the table and make sure that it's there. It has all the columns that we want. Minutes of meeting. There's 700 tables, so gotta make sure we refresh it. Click OK. Okay, so we have all the columns that we want there. So now we're going to go back into Adempiere and log into System Administrator using System. We want to be the System Administrator. Okay, so once we get into Adempiere, we're going to go to the Application Dictionary, and we want to select the Table and Column tab, create a new record. Okay, so we're going to link the database table name. It was C_minutes of meeting. Okay, and we're going to put in these details here. Put in your description, so it's going to be what comes up when you're describing your table. And this is good for making customizations in your ERP system. So if you want to make new tables, whether it's minutes of meeting or anything else that pertains to maybe your bill of materials or creating a new product, you can customize it. So we want to select data access level all here, but that pertains to who has access to this specific table. Okay, we want to click then create columns from database. So that will pull over from your Postgres, your database, the columns, the specific columns. Click tick there. Okay, so that says that all of our columns were correctly transferred. Okay, and then we're going to go to the Window tab. Okay, so we're going to name this minutes of meeting. Okay. Alright. Good. Then we're going to go down to the Access tab and make sure all of the roles are correct. So there it's good. And then we're going to go down, continue on the tabs. So we want to create a new record for the tabs and fill in the details about the minutes of meeting, where we display the name, different things like that. It's repetitive. Okay, so we want to make sure we link the table from our database. Find C, minutes of meeting. Okay. Then we're going to create fields. Okay, and that will say that we correctly did that. So now we're going to be able to go into the field sequence, and by default the fields will appear on the tab. So you can change the sequence here of how it's going to appear in the table that you make. So if we wanted to put agenda above active, we could do that. Or if we wanted to put end time above discussion detail, we could do that. And that's how it's going to appear in the actual table. So whoever decides how they want it, you can customize it based on the needs. Okay, so now we're going to go to field, and we can edit different things like the description, the name. We can make sure that different things like the data types are correct here. So we're going to leave that how it is. Okay, so now when we go to menu, we go to system admin, general rules, system rules, menu. Okay, and then we can create a new record for where we want this to appear under the tabs. So we're going to call it minutes of meeting. And we want to create the action to be a window. Under the window, should be able to see minutes of meeting here. Yes. And we're going to click save, and it should appear underneath there. So now we're going to go back and check to make sure that it's right. Everything was how we wanted it to be. So we have to sign out and sign back in. Okay, so this is exactly how we wanted it. Agenda was above chairperson, which was above client. So you can enter in new minutes of meeting details however you like to, and you can create new records. So at this stage we have our basic window ready, and that is how you make a window in Adempiere by linking it through Postgres database.